Welcome back to Andrew Says. Kim Campbell, former Prime Minister of Canada, was Prime Minister for what? June 25th, 93 to November 4th, 93. 4.5 months, like 18 weeks, I calculated, in all my glorious math skills. She's taking shots at Trump, and it's the dumbest stuff ever. Let's look at the original tweet. Let's see what she's replying to first. Hashtag Dorian, which is the hurricane, I guess, poses peril through rain and wind in Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic now, and a hashtag major hurricane. I don't know if that should be a hashtag. Threat to the East Coast this weekend. Florida risk, Carolinas in crosshairs. Prepare, please. She quotes this and replies, I'm rooting for a direct hit on Mar-a-Lago. I'm hoping Trump's whatever golf course or compound gets destroyed in a hurricane. Oh, do you? We know you were Prime Minister for like 10 seconds, but some class here would go a long way. We Canadians aren't really much for the death threats. Also, what are you talking about? Like, who says this? I don't go around being like, I really hope Bill Clinton's house burns down in some wildfires, or hopefully Obama's California compound gets burned down in the California wildfires. What's the point of this? You wish death or harm upon somebody? Great point. Great point, former Prime Minister. Imagine Obama, former president, was tweeting stuff like this. I hope Trump's house burns down, and I hope Donald Trump's house burns down in a forest fire. We have to do it. We need to. I bet you she thinks this is okay because Trump says mean things. That's usually the justification of it, isn't? Trump does say ridiculous things. Often they are jokes. Most people say that in person he jokes like way more ridiculously. But has he ever been like, I hope this person's business gets destroyed? Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe he has. But this is what happens when you let Trump and these types of politics become your whole personality. Your whole life has changed because Trump is president, even though your actual life has not changed at all. You've been convinced that, like, my liberties are at stake and my rights are being taken away. It happens when people are super, super liberal, and I hate doing the whole liberal conservative thing because I think that most people are in the middle. But it happens to super liberal people because they listen to their TV too much. And I don't see it going the other way. I really just don't. I see people trashing, of course, Democrats and liberals, but when they used to trash Bush, it was just like, he's stupid. The internets. I heard of rumors on the internets. But they call Trump all these ridiculous things where it goes way over the top. And it's like racist, sexist, homophobe, every single thing white supremacist. So they think it's normal to say this stuff, even though 90% of people realize that like nobody actually talks this way, and he's probably not a rapist and stuff like that. You just want him to die. LOL. It's cute. We just want the president to die, you guys. That's all. It's just cute. When you're sinking to levels, like you're sinking to other people's levels, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to sink to other people's levels, which means you have no self-control at all. 2, you're actually sinking to a level that doesn't exist because you just believed what your screens told you. Don't need to look into it myself. My screen told me. I'm glad I don't have an iPhone, by the way. My friend will send me screenshots of his iPhone because they push the news alerts. Freedoms are being taken away on Apple products. I mean, they really are. Pushing, like, they're so desperate they push notifications to your phone even if you're not signed up to them. I'm sure you can turn it off, but still, he gets these things. He's been getting these things that are just the most ridiculous headlines they can think of, and those are the ones they push to your phone. Trump killed a guy. And the third thing is that when they're saying these things that don't make any sense and nobody else thinks is okay, like wanting someone's house to burn down, except for other crazy people on Twitter, you actually think you're cool and popular for doing it because, I don't know, Vox, BuzzFeed told you that this was the cool and popular thing to do. Carlos Maza, no longer with Vox, I believe. I like to imagine like a college and an art school. I was going to say kids, but I don't want to put that on the young ones. You go to like a college and they won't let you in a group or a club until you're just like, fuck Trump. You know, we'd like to accept you into the graduate program, but you haven't said fuck Trump yet. And then you're just like, okay, fuck Trump. And then everybody's like, yeah, fuck Trump, bro. Rock on. because it's become so normalized. Even though they're supposed to be better, what even Hillary Clinton said. No, wasn't it Michelle Obama? What is it? We take the high road. I don't know. Whatever they say, it was bad. They go low, we go high. That's a good message. I'm sorry, my mother would be proud of that message of they go low, we go high. And then Hillary said there can't be civility until until they win. That makes no sense. You want the other side to be cool just like you, but it's okay if we're violent and hate-filled. Those people aren't nice enough, and they're hate-filled, and they lie, and they just want to take your freedoms away. So let's say it's okay to kill them. People have gone crazy, and it's the ones who have followed pop culture and mainstream media and the late night talk shows so heartedly that they couldn't tell when there was a difference between what was normal and this switch that went off, which was like, we must destroy Donald Trump. They can't tell. And so it's become their whole personality, and then as soon as you question anything, their pop culture and the way they live their life and their phone and everything is all connected so much that if you question one thing, their mind goes haywire. They don't even know what's normal anymore because they've just been riding this roller coaster, and they didn't notice when the roller coaster took them up into the upper ionosphere where they can barely breathe, and they got fed all these opinions because they couldn't really breathe, so they just took it all in, and then it brought them down underwater, and they're looking up and they're throwing racist and Nazi all up, and it's not even making it to the surface of the water, and they're just like, everything's fine. This is normal down here. We are 200 feet down with Matthew McConaughey and U-571 with those vampire octopi that you only see on the BBC Earth videos, and they're just like, this is completely normal. And apparently, it even affects former world leaders.